Hey parents, before we start this episode, remember that your family can enjoy hundreds of fun and educational free videos like this one for kids of all ages. Be sure to subscribe to get all the new shows and updates at PragerUkids.com. Otto? Smidge? What are you two up to? Hi, welcome to Otto's Tales, Storytime by PragerU Kids. I'm not sure what these two are doing, but are you two okay? How long have you been standing like that? Wow, you're saluting our American soldiers, and you've been standing like this for a whole hour? Do you two need a break? Yes, you're very admirable, but I think you two can rest for a bit. Just relax. Relax. There you go. There you go. There you go. Our soldiers will understand. Go take a break. What good hearts they have. Now, while they're resting, would you like to read our story? Okay. Get ready for Otto's Tales. Let's visit Arlington National Cemetery. It was a lazy afternoon in the Prager household, but Otto the bulldog's eyes were focused with determination. His best friend Dennis watched him and grinned at the sight of the bulldog circling his bed and measuring it with a ruler. "What are you doing, Otto?" Dennis asked. "Rough, rough! I've been saving my allowance for a new, more comfortable bed." Otto held the ruler up and down and side to side. "I want the biggest, softest one they have. I just need to make sure it'll fit." "Does that mean you're giving away your old bed? Because I'll take it." The scratch of Smidge's scampering paws startled the boy and his dog as the kitten bounded into the room. Otto chuckled. "It's not for sale yet, Smidge, but I do wonder how much I should sell it for." "I'm giving my allowance to a veterans charity," Dennis announced. "With Memorial Day coming up, I've been thinking about sacrificing a bit of my own money to show appreciation for those who have sacrificed for us." "You're giving your money away?" Otto didn't like the sound of that. "Yes, you should give something too to help our veterans," Dennis encouraged. Otto thought about it. "Why is it so important to give to our veterans? I've been saving up for such a long time." Dennis put his arm around his pal. "I know a great place where you can learn all about the soldiers who have fought for our country. It's called Arlington National Cemetery." Smidge wiggled her whiskers. "We're going to a cemetery?" Dennis grabbed their paws. "To a famous cemetery. Come on, let's go." "Yay! We're going to drive there in the RV!" Otto excitedly hopped up into the vehicle. Smidge looked around and purred. "How fun! We can sleep and cook in here too." "Is everyone buckled up?" Dennis, Smidge, and Otto clicked their seatbelts in unison. Smidge arranged snacks on her lap. Otto pressed his nose against the window. Dennis turned the ignition key and exclaimed, "Here we go!" The trio was off, and Otto and Smidge drifted to sleep as the rhythm of the wheels hummed on the highway. Suddenly, bonk! The friends were startled awake from their naps. Smidge's snacks went flying. "Whoa!" "Sorry about that." Dennis pulled the RV over. "Well, we made it to Arlington, Virginia, but I think something just popped the tire." "What should we do?" Otto was anxious. "You two go on ahead to the cemetery. I'll stay here and fix the tire." Dennis pushed up his glasses, took a deep breath, and gave them a reassuring smile. "But you really wanted to go," Smidge pointed out. "I'll join you as soon as I can," he promised. Otto and Smidge set out for the cemetery, following a map from the RV. In no time, they found the main gate that led to a large white building shaped like a semicircle. "This place is huge!" Smidge exclaimed. "Where do we start?" Otto glanced around. A small bunny wearing a uniform caught his eye. "Let's ask her." Smidge's eyes sparkled. "Her fur looks so silky. I'll have to ask how she does that." The pair skipped over and tapped the bunny on the shoulder. The bunny startled and turned around. "Yes, can I help you?" she sniffled. "Are you okay?" Otto noticed she was crying. "I'm Otto, and this is my friend, Smidge. I'm sorry if we scared you. We didn't mean to." The bunny wiped her tears. "Nice to meet you. I'm Arlen Bunnington. I'm a new volunteer here, but I am having a difficult first day. I just said goodbye to my family." Smidge patted Arlen's arm. "Don't worry, you'll see them again soon." "That's just it," Arlen sighed sadly. "I have no idea when I'll see them again because they live so far away. My work here is very important, but it will be hard to be away from my family." "Oh," Otto sympathized. "What did you come here to do?" Arlen perked up, energized by the question. "Oh, lots of things. I help visitors get around, assist with ceremonies, and keep the property clean. In fact, why don't I start by showing you two around?" "We'd love that," Smidge grinned. She leaned closer to Arlen. "And I'd love the secret to your soft, silky fur." The bunny whispered, "I brush it every day." "That's dedication," Smidge remarked. "Yes, it's one of the many reasons I got accepted here," Arlen shared. "Because you keep your fur so nice?" Otto asked, confused. "No," Arlen giggled, "because I am dedicated in everything I do. Everyone who works here has to be. We sacrifice a lot to be here, including our family time, our fun time, and our comforts." "Why would you do that?" Otto was curious. "I'll show you." Arlen hopped ahead, straight to the cemetery. The curious bulldog and kitten followed Arlen closely down a path. They soon reached an area of tombstones, labeled with the number 27. "Welcome to Section 27, the bunny announced. "This is one of the oldest sections in the cemetery, with burials dating as early as 1864. Smidge scanned the rows of white stones. "How is there room for all these people? There must be thousands here." Arlen's nose twitched. "There's around 400,000 people buried here, including veterans from all of America's major wars and their family members." Otto's eyes widened in awe. "Wow! So many people have fought and died for our country." "I know," Arlen agreed. "When I think of what I gave up to be here, it's nothing compared to what these men and women gave up. Many of them paid the ultimate price, their lives, so we can live in a free country. We call that the ultimate sacrifice." Otto nodded solemnly. "You're right. I wish I knew more about these brave people and what they did." "Me too," Smidge chimed in. "I want to pay my respects." Arlen smiled and her ears stood tall. "I'll take you to one of my favorite spots in this section. It's the grave of the first soldier ever buried here, Private William Henry Christman." The friends followed their bouncy guide to another tombstone. They paused when they saw a giant, hard-shelled tortoise standing there. The tortoise looked very serious, and his shell was decorated with shiny metals. "Greetings!" The tortoise's voice was gruff. "I'm General William Henry, proud to be named after Arlington's first soldier." The bunny stepped forward. "My name is Arlen Bunnington. I'm a new volunteer. This is Otto and Smidge. They're visitors today, and I'm showing them around." Otto and Smidge waved. "Hi, General!" "Welcome all of you," the tortoise replied. "And thank you for your service here, Arlen." That's very kind, Arlen blushed. But really, I should be thanking you, sir. Looking at all your medals, I bet you've served a long time. I have, the tortoise nodded. I've seen war and battles that haven't been easy, and it's been an honor to serve my country. The medals mean a lot, but they aren't nearly as important as protecting our freedoms. I've fought alongside so many brave soldiers who've become like family to me. That sounds like a special bond. Otto beamed with admiration for the general. You all have something in common, what you value. Bravery and sacrifice, Arlen pointed out. General, do you have a favorite spot at Arlington? The tortoise raised his head, and a slight smile appeared on his lips. I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. It's called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The general lumbered off, and the eager friends followed. Eventually, the foursome approached what looked like a huge white box, with two guards standing at strict attention around it. Moving closer, Otto noticed the box was actually a tomb made of marble with words and designs carved on it. Otto read the words aloud. Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God. Why is the soldier in the tomb unknown? Smidge asked. During war, it can be hard to identify every soldier that dies, the general explained. They are often buried in the country where they were fighting and have no name on their tombstone. But after World War I, a veteran and congressman named Hamilton Fish III proposed that one unidentified soldier who died fighting in Europe should be buried at a special tomb here in Arlington. That was very thoughtful of Mr. Fish, Smidge nodded in appreciation. Yes, the tortoise agreed. The soldier was to represent the soul of America and the supreme sacrifice of her heroic dead. Now there are 3 unidentified soldiers from different wars buried in this tomb. I'm beginning to understand why sacrifice is so important, Otto shared. To sacrifice means to give up something you want for the good of others or for your country, Smidge nudged Otto. It's selfless. I think this is what Dennis wanted me to see, Otto realized. Getting a new bed is important to me, but it's not as important as donating to those who've sacrificed their own comfort and more for all of us. Affirmative, the general bellowed. Thank you, General and Arlen, for showing us what true sacrifice looks like. Otto felt more grateful than he had ever remembered feeling before. The tortoise gave a final salute. Keep up the good fight. The bulldog and kitten made it back to the main gate just as an RV rolled up. A familiar boy with white hair and glasses smiled and waved at them through the windshield. Dennis! They climbed in. Sorry I missed the tour, but the RV is all fixed now. Dennis wiped grease from his face. How was Arlington? It was a great experience, Otto bounced excitedly. We learned about sacrifice and how so many have given their lives to keep us safe and free. I've decided I do want to give my allowance to the Veterans Charity when I get home. It's an important thing to do. That's amazing, Dennis celebrated. I think people who help the fighters are just as important as the fighters themselves. And we can always help by donating and offering what we have. I want to give something too, Smidge exclaimed. I can sacrifice some of my snack fund. Otto leapt up and laughed. That was my favorite adventure yet. Smidge and Dennis looked at each other. You say that every time, Otto. Ruff, ruff! The trio buckled into their seats and drove away from the cemetery as the golden setting sun cast a warm glow over the white tombstones of the brave. The end. What a meaningful place Arlington is, and a beautiful way to honor so many brave soldiers who have fought for our freedom. We're very lucky to have so many places to visit that remind us how special the United States really is. Places like Arlington keep America's story alive. Hey, you two, did you have a nice rest? Good. What an incredible journey. You know, Otto, this might be my most favorite adventure you've shared with us yet. Hey, can I join you two in saluting our soldiers? Okay, here we go. Thank you for watching Otto's Tales. Check out some of our other stories too. Keep reading, keep watching, and keep remembering and appreciating all who have fought for America's freedom. Bye, guys. Thank you for watching. You know we've got more episodes, right? Watch the whole series on our website. And parents, you can subscribe at PragerUkids.com.